You saw the title of the video, you know what's going on, and we all know why we're here. So without any further ado, let's take a look at our new Planeswalker. Tezzeret the Schemer is 2 of anything, 1 blue and 1 black for a 5 loyalty Planeswalker. You can +1 and create a colorless artifact token named Ethereum Cell, with the ability to tap and sacrifice this artifact to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. You can also -2 when target creature gets +X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Or you can -7 and get an emblem with. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 5/5? What? Okay, we'll start from the top and move down. Tezzeret is blue and black, that's expected. We have a long history of Tezzeret being sneaky, that's normal. He is also 4 mana and starts at 5 loyalty. Already a great sign. Looking at his +1, this is some new territory. When was the last time blue-black had mana acceleration and universal fixing? Very interesting ability, and it allows him to basically start at 6 loyalty when he hits the battlefield. You get an artifact, and mana acceleration, and fixing for later. Okay, not bad at all. Now, if we look at his -2, things start coming together. Obviously, Tezzeret has to be all about artifacts, and this is the kind of removal spell I can get behind. Look, if you're playing Tezzeret, you're obviously playing artifacts, so I'm going to assume that this is going to be enabled as a removal spell more often than not, which does mean that he comes with pseudo-protection, which we all know is important. Since it's based on the number of artifacts you control, we're looking at synergies with servo tokens from Fabricate spells and the new Improvise ability, which is basically Convoke for artifacts. You have to imagine that Tezzeret was created with these mass artifact mechanics in mind. Adding his own ability to create artifacts out of thin air, you can imagine his -2 being both relevant as removal, and if necessary, a way to end the game by buffing one of your own creatures, if they can handle it. His last ability, his -7, this is where his real value is. We all like to write ultimates off because they're usually so unattainable. Something huge and derpy that wins the game outright but takes a million activations. Tezzeret basically starts at 6. You only need a few turns and boom, emblem forever. That is disturbingly attainable. And think about that effect, the power. When he turns an artifact into a 5/5, it stays a 5/5 forever. That doesn't go away at the end of the turn. That artifact is now huge, which means you're looking at a way to instantly turn vehicles into creatures forever. No more accruing, no more tapping anything. Those vehicles are free. You can use this to make your servo tokens bigger or your Ethereum cells 5/5s. Think about the possibilities. Okay, I really can't get over the vehicle thing. Think about this. Turn Smuggler's Copter into a 5/5 and it has flying and the trigger? That's great. How about, Sky Sovereign. You just make it a 5/5, it has flying, and it gets to bolt whatever it wants on attack and you don't have to crew it. Seriously, let this sink in. How are you not freaking out right now? Tezzeret is the liberator of vehicles. This is March of the Machines, iRobot shenanigans all over again. Alright, I gotta calm down. Let's talk strategy. It's clear that a blue-black artifact deck is supposed to exist. This walker isn't especially pushed for commander, so I know the focus isn't there. The loyalty is high and the cost is low, so this is definitely supposed to be somewhat standard viable. Like I mentioned before, we need to see the rest of the Improvise spells, because if they're like Battle at the Bridge, I think we're looking at a blue-black artifact control deck. Maybe not even full control. Maybe just disruption and removal mixed in with Tezzeret and a crapload of vehicles. I honestly don't know for certain, but what I do know is that Tezzeret is more playable than people are giving him credit for. Never underestimate a walker that can get to their ultimate that fast. Remember, we've barely seen a hint of Aether Revolt. Don't go writing off the schemer just yet. That would be unwise to say the least. So what do you think of Tezzeret? I have to know where you are with this. Is this what you expected? Is this what you wanted? How do you think he compares to the Planeswalker deck counterpart? I need to know how you're feeling, and if you get any ideas on what to build with him, leave them in the comments and we'll talk about it. Really interested to hear what you have to say here. Is Tezzeret all that in a bag of bolts? Who knows? As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. This video is brought to you in part by TCGplayer.com. We've now seen 2 Planeswalkers out of the set, and they both look interesting. If you're starting to get excited about Aether Revolt and don't have a local game store to help your pack open and fix, I got your back. Right now, you can pre-order Aether Revolt boxes for $92 shipped right to your door on release. $92! It's crazy cheap compared to a lot of stores. Want to save money? You can do that right here. Just click the link, helps the channel, win-win, enjoy.